Can you find every hidden letter in the first 15 minutes of this episode of Survivor Durant? If you do, and you unscramble all the letters, you're gonna win $50. Just be the first person to comment the correct answer in the comment section below. Do you see those dollar signs and quotations? That's the episode's title. You are trying to solve what the episode's title is. And all those dollar signs represent the amount of letters you are looking for in this particular episode. Good luck. All right, I'll read the votes. The person with the most votes will receive an advantage. Dylan. The advantage goes to Dylan. You guys are going to be drafting secretly. If you guys draft the same person on the same draft pick, like if your number ones are the same, they will be canceled out and they will join Briar on a third tribe. You guys will be forming 2 tribes of 4 members, and Briar's tribe will be a third tribe of 5 members. This time, Mystery Island has transformed into Tribal Council. Alright. And if you're at Tribal Council, you gotta cast a vote.
Decide what I do and don't want to say. Just
it's okay.
vote for Kirk.
Okay, I'm done.
Leave Ryan out of the loop as best as possible. Ryan's sneaky and super good.
Leave Ryan out of the loop. We can't trust Ryan. Oh, yeah.
I'm skipping my vote. Congratulations, you found an extra vote.
Shelby, your journey is at an end. The person going to the Tree of Fate, Ryan.
I got a headache from that train that just hit me.
It was between Shelby and Kirk, so I had to go with Shelby on that one. I don't know where that Jacob's vote came from. I don't really know what that was. Probably Jacob's voted for himself, honestly.
The shake up. We're probably gonna get shaken up.
Yeah, I'm so blown away right now.
So
He told Taylor not to trust me or something because I was sneaky, and he told her not to tell me about their plan to vote out Kirk. So I just thought that was rude.
What just happened? Blindside.
Because I thought we were gonna have like a little on the low alliance thing, because I just thought we were, and then he said something at the beginning and I didn't think we were, and then he was just talking crap about me to Taylor, so we're definitely not.
When I said that I was out of the loop, that was hyperbole until it wasn't, and I'm literally so far out of the loop. That was supposed to go one way and it went completely different. I don't even know what to think right now. Nobody's safe.
who's the top 2 people you trust the most?
Right now in this instance, it's probably Kirk and Taylor, just because I've been with them the whole time, and like we've spoken the most. But I also have Ronnie, which I haven't been on a tribe with him at all, but I know I'll have him with me whenever we get to that point. So that was 3 names, but I'm sorry.
Before you lies nothing, an advantage, and a disadvantage. You're going to choose one, open it, and whatever's inside is what fate has for you. So Ryan, choose your fate.
Just hoping for nothing.
They all have a paper in them.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's an advantage.
It is. And if you want, you can open up the other 2. I didn't rig it.
See, the thing about me is I hate getting advantages because then I feel like I have to do something with them, and that is stressful for me, and it makes me nervous. I would rather do nothing with advantages, not just in the game. But we'll see what it is. Congratulations, you found the deluxe 50-50 coin. When you choose to play this advantage, you get 3 coin flips. If safe is flipped, all votes for you will not count. If not safe is flipped, you will not be immune and you cannot use the coin again. Okay, you can choose to flip the coin for other players after you land a safe. For yourself, however, if not safe is ever flipped, all other players who had safe holders, then you cannot flip again. So in Tribal, I use it during Tribal.
Yes.
Before the votes?
Yeah, just like you would an idol.
Okay.
It's
So you
essentially
would say if you have any idols or advantages,
Yes.
then I would say yes. And then I would flip it. And then if it's safe, then
You
I'm
basically
immune,
play denial.
Basically. And then I can choose to flip it again
Yes.
for other people, or I cannot.
Yes.
And if it's ever not safe, then anything
You
I
lose.
lose the coin.
You lose the safe, and you can't flip again.
Makes sense.
Okay.
It makes me feel really good knowing that fate had this for me.
Z is still with us, and I think he peed in my bag, judging by the smell.
And is he still alive?
Yeah, he is. He may be a little disoriented, but he's still alive.
We're down to our final 12. And we're gonna do something that's never been done before in Survivor history. We're gonna reveal who just got voted out. Come on in, guys. New Ogre Tribe. Getting a look at the Tribal Council results. Shelby voted out at the last Tribal Council. Dylan, what is your reaction to that?
Wow! That's cool.
Why are you surprised that it was Shelby?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I had like a couple, like 4 names possibly tossing around. Hers wasn't one of them.
Ronnie, does this make you feel like at any Tribal Council it could truly be anyone?
For sure. I mean, obviously we don't know what happened at camp, but you know, there's no telling if she was actually playing when they got to tribal. Things twist, things turn, and you never know.
Things do twist, and things do turn, and you do never know. So, what is that M word I'm looking for?
Murder.
Murder.
No, it's
Monkey, drop your buffs.
half merge.
We're switching things up
Quarter
again. TSL, come up.
Oh God, I don't like that.
Stick your hand in. Pull one out.
I'm not tall enough for this. Give me a chance.
All right, Athena. We'll go Athena over there, and we'll make do with whatever comes up out of this box in other places. Ogre, right over here.
Really like green, right?
How many tribes do you think we got? 4 again?
Let's go 2,
6?
4, 3.
7. Go back to 4. Pinky.
Nate.
Go green.
Kirk.
That's what I wanted this whole time. I just like. Yes!
These are the new tribes.
It's just a
Your first big decision as a new tribe is together. You need to come up with someone to sit out at the upcoming immunity challenge. And instead, they will be going to Mystery Island with the other person that is sitting out.
I'm not great in challenges in general, but there's no telling what Mr. Island is. So.
Yeah. Okay.
You say we're going to send him and we stay strong. Send who? Good luck, man.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you got me. Nate's going.
Ah, Nate, Cameron, you will be following me to Mystery Island.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
I do not like the way those tribes split up. Because I was for sure we were going to start running for Jacobs. But he's the only one from the last group in that tribe with me.
I guess you're kind of working with Jacobs, but besides that, do you really have anything else in the game right now?
Do I have what?
Any other like relationships in the game right now at this point?
I've got a good relationship with Mason, but Shelby was a big ally of mine, so I'm going to have to kind of put something new together, I think.
Well, I'm just telling you, I'm fully like open. 100%.
Okay. Yeah.
And I would like to work together if you're.
It sounds good, man.
I was actually really excited when you said Cameron because I haven't, for whatever reason, we've just not been in a situation where we talk to each other at this point.
You and Ryan I've barely talked to.
So I'm really glad we have this opportunity to do this.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of at this point, me and you both kind of need each other. You know.
I agree.
I feel like my numbers are very low.
Yep.
Your numbers getting lower, so we need to get some strength in them.
I 100% agree with you there.
Welcome to Mystery Island. It has transformed once again into something totally new. This is Island of the Ages. A twist that was created in Survivor BC Season 8. A twist that Jaira has brought with him here to Survivor Durant. This is a twist that helps him create. What is Island of the Ages? You're gonna have to wait to find out.
He said the next challenge is going to be us watching the sunset. Whoever breaks it here last wins.
This takes me back so many memories. I have so many memories out here. I love the lake out here. It's like a home from home type
And
of
how would
place.
it be for you? Make a memory here if you won Battle of the
I'm
Bands.
gonna win it.
My thoughts on Kirk are, I think he's a really nice guy. He came in here totally unknowing somebody, and he's just found a niche to fit right in. I don't know if that's kudos to him as a player or just him as a person in general, but he's done very well. I voted for Shelby. The reason I voted for her is because she was getting her claws dug in. She had allies in the game like Jacobs, and I had a feeling that Green was still strong. All the original members of Green were still in the game. She could turn on them, all the alliances, and we had previously voted her husband out, so I believed it was time for her to go before she was able to wedge herself any deeper.
New Ogre Tribe, new Athena Tribe. Welcome to the Final 12 Immunity Challenge Tic-Tac-Throw. It will test your athleticism, your agility, your knowledge of tic-tac-toe. So you guys are going to be in a single file line, and the first 3 people will have a beanbag in your hand. You can throw your beanbag from behind the line. You are trying to get your beanbag into one of the 9 zones of the tic-tac-toe board. If it lands in the middle of a board, not like in a zone, if it lands out of the board, or if it lands in a zone where a bag is already in, it doesn't count and you must run, grab your bag, and place it in an empty zone. If you don't feel confident in your throwing ability and you really want to make sure that you get the zone you want, then just simply run and place your bag. Once you get behind the line, the next person's going to go. And then the next person's going to go. You're trying to achieve a tic-tac-toe. If your tribe has placed all 3 of your bags and a tic-tac-toe has not achieved, then the 4th person's going to run out and move one of your bags to any other open zone. Then the next person, then the next person. This will keep happening until you eventually hit a tic-tac-toe. First 1 to 5 points will win immunity.
Yeah, we could just line up on the edges.
Is there a
That's
wedding
probably the easiest way.
Yeah,
we
corner,
line up on
corner,
this
middle.
edge.
It's usually the. I can learn my first shot. I promise.
You're tall.
So I'm trying to think strategy. The problem is, everyone I was kind of interested in collaborating with is now on the other team. So I'm gonna have to play my cards with these new group of people. I'm gonna have to test the waters with them and see how they feel about Jacobs, because I do feel like he needs to go. Yeah, the pink guys, like I think we're all kind of on the same page as far as Jacobs.
Say, pink, we just kind of, in a weird way, all just have Jacobs in the back, so.
Yeah.
Alright guys, here is how it works. Before you are 2 bidding sheets. You guys will be bidding on a one-of-a-kind advantage. For every thing that you check You'll get points for that. Whoever has the most points between the two of you will win the advantage. Whoever had the least points will not have to fulfill their end of the bargain, but whoever wins the advantage will have to execute everything that they checked. There are things on there like skip your next vote,
Right.
get a penalty on the upcoming immunity challenge. And maybe you're like, I don't want to do any of this, so you check 1, and then your opponent checks 9. They have to do all 9 things that they checked.
Yeah.
But I promise you, it will be worth it.
I think Nate's a good guy. The thing is, things are getting a little bit different at this stage in the game. There's only 2 tribes, so whether or not we'll have chances to collaborate until the full merge happens, I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. I think he's more trustworthy than most of the other contestants. You can't trust anyone fully in this game. I feel like he's reserved and a more defensive player, kind of like I am. So I feel like he is pretty trustworthy.
Yeah, so I'm definitely okay with choosing the jacket gate. Because I have a pretty warm sleeping bag that I'm pretty proud of. Good with the rock in a hard place. Because rocks doesn't happen a whole lot often.
I feel like there's a good chance I'll be a target if we lose. Because they view me as a challenge liability, but I think some of them also see me as a threat outside of the challenges, and that's a double negative for me.
After tallying everything from the bidding war, Cameron, you have bid the most points and you have won this advantage. And you will have to fulfill the contract and do these things. That is all the information you'll have.
Okay.
So we're going to go run the next immunity challenge, and after it is over, then we will allow you to rejoin your tribe.
Survivors ready.
There we go. Good luck.
For a guaranteed spot in the top 11. Go! Gotta place it. You place it in the string. Whoa! Time out.
Cannot go until this bag is placed in the zone.
Okay, thanks.
She missed. So this will be back to you, TSL. Makes it in the zone. Point for Ogre. Go. It's in. It is not in.
Got it. I got it.
2 points for Ogre. You try.
Go. Get it, son. Dig deep. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back.
We got a block.
Bottom right. Go. Move it. Bottom right.
Now we got a challenge. Good block by Ryan.
That's point, baby.
Point.
Yes.
3-0.
3-0. Going to 5. Survivors ready. Go.
Go. My bad. Not
Go. Top middle. Hurry. Got it. Boom. Let's go. That's baby.
4-0.
Grab the bag, baby.
Tic-tac-toe's simple, but not when you gotta think on your feet. If Ogre gets this next point, they win immunity. Survivors ready? Go! Perk does not take the block,
Easy point for Ogre. Ogre wins immunity. Congratulations, gentlemen, on a dominant victory, 5-0. Grab your things, head to the winning camp. Nina, what was that?
Well, they're faster than us. So
And we were throwing.
And we
like
can't
you
throw.
think the challenge is supposed to be.
They did tic-tac run.
Yeah.
They didn't play tic-tac throw.
I seen some blocks that could have happened that didn't. So there was some overlooking going on, but if this is the way things are going to be, you're going to want to make your tribe strong. So I got nothing for you. Grab your things, head to the losing camp. I'll see you in a few hours. One of y'all's going home.
Yeah.
We just ran the challenge. Any idea who won?
It was a blowout. We've got a pretty stacked team right now.
The other team didn't even score.
What was the challenge?
Tic-tac-throw.
I know that one, yeah.
Nate, you missed tic-tac-throw. Because I have to speak to the man of the hour about what he won, Nate, if you will head out, get to the losing camp, you got some scrambling to do.
Oh, yeah, dude, thank you.
Cameron, you are the recipient of the official voodoo idol. So how the voodoo idol will work is you are going to write a name that you want to have immunity.
Okay.
You're going to lock it inside the idol. Then you're going to give the idol away to someone who you want out of the game. Once that player plays this idol, they become cursed. I will open it up and reveal the name inside. That name will have immunity, and all votes for that name will become the cursed player instead. A lot to come with that.
Yeah.
You have to convince someone that this is real. You have to give it to them and trick them into playing it. But if you play it right, this could be one of the biggest moves of all time.
Yeah.
You have the power to save someone and send someone home, flipping the vote on its head. Huge power.
Tough part is knowing when to use it. Yeah.
Knowing when to use it and
who to use it on.
knowing if they'll fall for it.
Yeah.
If they don't play it, it's not going to do anything.
Right.
You got everything?
I think so.
Okay.
We don't need to let Cameron run off by himself because with him going to Mystery Island, no telling he could have a big advantage of finding it exactly where it's at in here. So
Yeah.
we really got to be careful of that.
Basically, one of us has to tail him no
Yes,
matter
for
where
sure.
he is.
Netflix and chill, there was a part in the story where he alluded to there's something hidden near a wishbone tree in this camp.
There's so many that look like wishbone trees. So like there's thousands of them. So and this spot's really big and pretty tough to walk around through.
I feel good that we're safe, but at the same time, like I've lost a lot of trust with all my very first tribe. I don't know if any of them would work with me or anything, but it's very chaotic right now. We're looking for the wishbone tree, so before it gets dark, we're trying to just look everywhere. Basically, I've already been through here, but I'm looking again.
I think right now we're all just kind of hunting for the idol. It's pretty clear that that's what we're doing, so we're not even trying to hide it from each other. Honestly, we'd rather one of us have it than an unknown, at least. You know, even if it's someone you're not working with, you know where it's at. We have looked at every wishbone tree here. I don't know if it's here anymore.
My advantage is a idol nullifier. I mean, first I gotta find whoever has the idol, which as of now, I know that the one in our camp is gone. So someone has it. I have no idea. Currently trying to sit back and just let people talk. I think either Jacobs or Kirk have it. I probably trust Jacobs the most, currently. So I don't think that my relationship with Jacobs is what's really giving me trust with him. It's Jacobs has, after every interaction, has filled me in on what's going on. Even when we were separate camps, when we'd come into challenges and compete, he would fill me in. And so I think he's really trying to buy my allegiance with information.
Oh my gosh, my head is reeling right now. I'm overwhelmed and underwhelmed, not surprised and totally blindsided all at the same time. Shelby was my shoe-in to the end. We had a pact. You know, we had a pact to go Final Four. It was me, Shelby, Edgar, and Dylan. And we hadn't revealed that to anybody. Obviously, Shelby and I played really close together. We connected, we linked like all of our network together, and everything just made sense. We streamlined everything. We communicated really well together. And she played, you know, whenever it got to the point where she was picking her team, she played her allegiance to me super well, hid that, disseminated me over to Briar. We had the votes to get Kirk out. And because we had a team of 5, I flipped her and Taylor, Shelby and Taylor, and then somehow Briar flipped everyone. And I was the only one who voted for Kirk. I literally had a headache over it. So frustrated. And it didn't just ruin my game, it ruined 2 other players' game. And so that at least solidified some allegiances for me, but it still, I mean, it paints a pretty huge target on me now, not having her. Cameron's lying about a lot of stuff. He's had my name in his mouth at least to 3 different people in this team who were obviously loyal to me. Cameron's on the outs. We put him on Mystery Island because we didn't trust him. And we almost didn't send him to Mystery Island because we didn't trust him. But now that he went there, if it comes to it, he's within the next two or three votes out.
I don't really trust anyone. I very much distrust Jacobs in particular. As for what I told them the actual challenge was, I told them that I lost the challenge. It was I told them that we were writing restrictions for each other, and that the person who wasn't as greedy and who were less restrictions for the other person got their restrictions applied and the other person did not. So I told them I was greedy and I lost that, and then I have these random restrictions applied to me and I don't know what they're going to be. So that's how I spun that with them. I have kind of like floated some ideas out to the group to kind of put doubt in their minds over Jacobs when he's not been around, so I can kind of turn them on him, because I'm afraid if I don't, he's going to turn them on me. So we were basically in an alliance with him, me, Shelby, and Mason. I feel like Mason is probably the person I can trust the most over here still, based off that pre-existing alliance, but we have been apart for quite a while at this point. Jacobs, however, I feel like he has kind of evolved past that, and he's kind of getting more aggressive, and he's kind of running for the victory. But he has also seen me in all these tribal councils I've been, because I've been in everyone except for this most recent one. So I feel like he knows that I'm kind of a schemer with the other players whenever it's time for those council meetings. So I feel like that's why he might have a target on me.
I think somebody found it. I say we keep looking though, because I don't want that thing to be lingering out.
I don't either. What was the clue in the story for
So you can see it from the water well, under a stump. It's under a stump or under a log.
Challenge we just lost, it hurts. Like this group we have is the group that all joined together to vote Shelby out.
I don't have it for sure. I probably would have used it the last 2. Exactly what I thought. They were like, Kirk has one. I was like, no, he's nervous the last one. He would have played it. I would have used it.
I feel like friendships have developed with these people that I don't even know from outside of the game, like Taylor and Kirk.
I hate C-Kid. What's that? So they're like a lot smaller than your average kid. Jesus.
I don't want to hurt their feelings by voting them out, but I hope that they can understand if it does come to that, it's a game.
Oh, they're tiny.
Yeah.
They're tiny.
My thoughts on Jacobs are, in this game, I honestly do wish him the best of luck. I hate the way the game brings things out in people.
Let's go look. Does anybody else want to look? Let's like look for stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That way if we...
But like, I sincerely do wish him the best. The most significant thing is the time I got saved and became a follower of Jesus. And it's led me to this long road where I've made many friends. He led me to my wife. He's taking care of our son. My son has been in the hospital multiple times, and he's brought him through that multiple times, from him being either in the NICU, the PICU, when he was on the ventilator. God brought him out of that, and I'm ready to play this game to glorify him.
We got one more day. One more day.
It's true.
This game turned into the auto now. I mean, I think we would have more chance of like if Nate's a winner, so we can use that.
That's actually true. Like, if we stay on this track,
we probably have a better chance of winning with Gabe.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Do we want to take a shot with Gabe? I think he's the best option.
I'm back, bitches.
That's all I gotta say.
Found a fire token.
Oh! I'm Survivor broke.
Should we nutrition?
I got nothing. Oh, keep your eyes peeled, folks. You wouldn't judge it by looking at the rest of me. Or smelling me. But I'm clean, I guess. Under a stump. There's no stumps here. I don't even know how this game works sometimes. I don't care if it's a coconut. These aren't really stumps. Are they stumps? What's a stump? Like it comes out of the ground usually, right?
I think it all around kind of backfired on me, to be honest with you. You know, I missed out on the challenge, and I've now been away. My new tribe's been able to talk directly to the tribal. I do plan on being transparent, and that way, you know, they can't compare notes later on. You know, the good thing is I did get to, you know, communicate with Cameron, have a new potential ally later in the game. It's never a bad thing. It is a struggle whenever you have, you know, some chore tokens in your pocket to not get some crackers instead of holding on for something bigger. But it's kind of cool to see, you know, what I have been able to overcome to this point. How I have been able to do it so far.
I will disappear whenever you say my name. What am I?
Game master. Silence is it though, but I like the game.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, silence.
I kind of want to say it.
Yeah, silence goes away.
Hey,
I kind
for
of
real?
want to not say it tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
That's it, yeah.
For real?
Silence is.
Yeah, silence.
My brain doesn't get it.
If you break the silence by saying silence.
Breaks the silence.
Oh! Ah! Always a little late here.
Yeah.
Get some stars.
Yeah.
I got some survivor money.
Essentially, Cameron's going to. He's gonna get something sick, but at the same time, he had to commit himself to do that. Like he's gonna have a disadvantage. So cool.
What do you think it is?
No idea.
No idea?
No idea.
Do you know what the disadvantages are?
I know a couple of them because he told me.
What we can use against him, possibly?
So he is not going to be able to vote as next tribal, I believe. Well, so, and there's a couple of other things. It was a lot. I can't remember.
Is it going to go into play though, like right away?
Yes. But essentially, it was a bidding system. It's how many disadvantages do you want to take to get this super awesome.
Yes.
Oh wait, you know. It's
No,
a BC.
I've just heard of the twist before.
It's a BC twist.
It is a BC twist.
Oh, I bet.
Do you think he's gonna tell you it, like, eventually?
It's one of those things I'm not necessarily going to force him to do that.
No, but if he does on his own.
I mean, obviously, yeah. I mean, that'd be cool.
It would be cool.
I'm not going to force him to because
Yeah.
essentially, like, the thing is he's just kind of in a place where he's just being controlled and told what to do, and
Yeah.
that's not what people on the bottom like to do.
Absolutely.
They want to be valued. They want to be seen as players in this game.
And he's
that's
not
what he
even
is.
being
He's a
looped
player.
in by the right
No,
people
exactly.
either, which is like shitty because
Exactly.
I'd love to trust him, but every time I go to talk to him, he's like, I can't trust you, and
Yeah.
just vote Kirk. I'm
Yeah.
like,
I didn't get. I got E. coli, so that triggered it. It gets triggered. My kidneys fail, and then my blood like attacks itself. So I like have to get blood transfusions, and then get on dialysis.
What you got?
I
was like, that sounds very interesting.
It's called atypical hemolytic uremic syndrome.
Whoa, I've never heard of
It's
this.
ultra rare autoimmune disease. So it's 2 in a million.
Whoa, you're 2 in a million, miss. Okay.
Yeah, so, but it's not, it's like dormant for most of my life. It just gets triggered by like viruses and
I was
stuff.
about to say, has it?
It hasn't, yeah, so it's came up once and I didn't know I had it. So that's it was death for me. Kidneys failing, losing blood, but it was fine. I lived.
You're here,
telltale. So, no, so like if it comes up again, it's not like a huge deal. It just like there's medicine for it. So.
It helps a lot that they know what you got.
Yeah, that's what took so long in the hospital is because they were like, we have no idea what's wrong with you. Your kidneys are just failing.
It's kind of the same thing with my son. He was in the hospital. It's like, yeah, we don't know what's wrong. We just know he has a big problem with his lungs. And and then it's like a solid like 2 weeks before they like, yeah, we finally know what it is, and it's like they thought it was viral, they thought it was fungal, and it's like, no, it turns out it's bacterial, and not just one, but like 2 different breeds of like bacteria in his lungs.
It feels sad to vote out people who I know outside of this game, that I'm friends with outside of this game, because I don't want to hurt their feelings, and I know that everyone wants to be here, wants to stay and play, so it's hard. Like, I know like the feelings I would have if they were voting me out, so like me knowing I'm voting them out just makes me feel sorry for them, and like just a lot of like empathy there, I guess. Sad.
It makes me feel bad, especially when you have relationships with people outside this game that you love. Like, there are a bunch of people here that are like my brothers and sisters in Christ, and like deceiving them in game like still kind of hurts.
If we merge and we take it out, at least it's kind of like Cleve's like, I don't know, if it doesn't ice us out, we need to be included. Did you talk to the others? Yeah, they're fine. Okay, good. I'm there. I don't want to make this one messy. Exactly. I'm done with this.
So we're going Briar just for like team strength and the fact that we're probably getting close to merge, and we want to have a solid unit, no one who can possibly flip-flop, and we just want to like keep together, because you know tribes usually pick each other apart, and that's where you'll lose most of your battles, unless you can just go on a streak and win a bunch of immunities. But so that's kind of the plan right now, and I think it's gonna follow through.
He outbid me, which means he's gonna have crap with disadvantages, but he also thinks that's cool.
Right, because there's the whole
Yes.
menu. Yes. What do you got, an item?
Probably.
Super item? Is that
The
on?
thing is, with
Do you
him,
even know?
with him going into the situation he's about to go in, I'm not super mad about him having that, to be honest with you.
That's true.
So I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was about 8 to 9 years old, in that threshold there. That was a big dramatic change in my life, to go from being essentially completely normal to having to, deal and battle with a chronic illness every day. Even at 8 or 9 years old, that yielded like a big response from me. One, that's a big struggle for type 1 diabetics, which is kind of just, like, are you going to kind of lie down and blame everything on your disease, blame all of your shortcomings, all your ill wills, any misfortune in your life, and blame it on other things, blame it on other people, put blame somewhere else? Or are you going to have this chronic illness, have this chronic problem, and are you going to work to overcome it and try to keep it hidden as much as possible and keep it in the background? And just from that mindset that I'm able to carry through that, that day, I kind of decided that, like, I'm still a person, I'm still me. It's just like everyone has to wake up every morning, brush their hair, brush their teeth, it's just another step that I have to do that other people don't, but it's not something that I'm going to blame my shortcomings on. It's something that I'm going to own, I'm going to accept, but I'm also going to overcome in any way that I possibly can.
I don't think Ryan's going to want to, but Ryan's kind of like Sandra. She's like, as long as it's not me.
I'm going to be honest, all I've heard so far is Briar, so.
Okay. So I think I'm the decoy, though.
You're the decoy?
Potentially.
So if I'm talking to him, I need to say we're voting.
I would check with other people first before you do that,
Okay.
but that's what I've heard.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Ronnie was the first person that wanted to vote with us. He came to us with a plan to vote out Edgar, and if that meant it saved Kurt, then that meant it saved Kurt, because the other two, and Shelby and Cam, didn't tell me that the Kirk was the vote on the other side, so I had to vote with the 4 of them. But the next round, I needed to start taking control. I needed to start proving that I could start pulling some numbers. So once I quickly realized that the vote was going to be 4 on Kirk and 4 on Shelby, with Nate in the middle, I pulled Nate aside, and I was like, Nate, listen, you're the swing vote right now. You're choosing between Kirk and between Shelby. This is what I want to do. This is why I think it is best for your game to keep Kirk in, and do with that what you will, but just check in with me before Tribal and let me know. Gotta love the ball in his court, because I don't think Nate is somebody that likes to be told what to do, but that wasn't basically me telling him what I wanted him to do. Anyway, so he had obviously thought about it and flipped over him and Gabe, and Shelby had went home, which is something I felt proud of, because I felt like I really pulled the votes in favor that round. This round, it was again my turn, well, at least in my eyes, to drive a vote.
My thoughts on TSL right now, I personally like her. So far, she has not lied to me, and she's been very truthful and very open to me to this point in time. So I'm going to continue working with him. Just gives me a reason not to.
Briar did come to me and show me how much fire tokens and char tokens he has on his bag. He has, honestly, like, probably more than anyone.
TSL, she seems trustworthy enough. She hasn't done anything to make me doubt her loyalty.
Here's to hoping there are big things from the merge, from TSL, but I'm ready to play. It was a slower roll at the start, but we're slowly picking up.
Who? You. Okay.
You can't let them know I told you that, okay? That sucks. Like, I don't know what to do because
No,
my
that's fair.
friend in this game and outside this game.
No, I appreciate you being honest with me.
Like, I don't want this to drive anything to
No,
sit down.
no, it's a game. It's a game, brother. No, I get it. No worries at all.
Briar just told me that tonight the vote is me because I am a previous winner.
For this tribal, we are all in for voting for Nate. We believe that the game is going long enough. There are still 4 current winners in the game, and we think it's a good time to get one of the winners out.
The only other name that I've been told is Briar by the rest of the tribe mates here. So I am going to have to vote for Briar. Obviously one of us is being lied to.
We might have another blindside.
New Athena tribe. What happened? That challenge was a massive blowout. What can be said? I mean, Nate, he can't be, to blame. He wasn't left in charge of driving the car. Ryan, what happened? What do you contribute the L to?
None of us could throw well enough to put it where we wanted it to go, so we weren't going to be able to beat them that way either. And then also just maybe a couple of little mistakes could have made it closer. But I think even if we would have made little mistakes correctly, we still probably would have lost. It just would have been a closer loss.
So it's concerning how, I guess, much weaker in comparison your tribe is to the current ogre tribe then. It's kind of a concern. So TSL, your vote right now, is that what it's based on? Is it based on making the tribe stronger, building it going forward so you might have a chance at winning immunity? Or is it about other things?
I don't know. I feel like you could say a little bit of both. We've been playing this game for a while now, that it's not only about tribe strength, but we have all these relationships, people that we've been voting with or not voting with, and so all of it honestly comes into factor.
Gabe, has the merge been on your mind at all?
Yeah, the merge has definitely been playing a part, moving forward, especially when you look at who they have on their side and who could they pull, or who say merge don't happen.
Who here thinks that merge is about to happen? Okay, who here thinks that the next round we're going to keep these tribes?
Only halfway the first time.
And who here thinks something totally other could happen?
I like that option.
Oh gosh, at this point,
every
all of the above.
Average out.
What would it mean to you if you were voted out at this point in the game with your belief that merge is right around the corner?
For me, or even being empathic for others, I think that's tough because people that play this game want to get to the merge, and it's hard no matter what, but it's part of the game. You have to get voted out at some point, and it's just tough. It'll be tough for me. It'll be tough for anybody that gets voted out at this time.
Nate, you arrived to the show a little late. Are you concerned at all that because everyone else had a chance to talk about things and you showing up so late, that it could be you tonight, or that you truly don't know the plan?
It's always concerning when there's an opportunity for others to talk and to strategize with you not around. I think ultimately it's just one of those things where it's part of the game, it's part of the twist, and you adapt it and overcome, or you go home and go waterburger. So
Again, I guess that it's fair to say for the most part then, since the majority of the people here believe that merge is right around the corner, you are going to be attempting to take out the person that you believe, if this person makes merge, they would hinder you. Is that a fair statement?
I think that's fair to say, if you believe that it's going into merge, to want to, vote someone out now that is gonna be best for you in merge.
like as a one tribe.
Another way to look at it though is that like they've had time to bond together and they're now up in the numbers after we vote somebody out. So maybe it's more so about keeping those close to you that you think would be loyal to you in the merge, because we're on the defense.
Another thing is like someone who's loyal to you but also has connections on the other side. Because like she said, we're going in low in numbers. If we can pull one or two, that makes the difference in the world. Then we're up in the numbers, and that's the way I'm looking at it.
But let's not fool ourselves here. Nate, do you believe that these two tribes would ultimately just stay loyal to each other and emerge? After all the swapping that we've done all day, all these various different peoples going to tribal councils, do you suspect, sincerely, that this Athena group's going to stick together and emerge, and that Ogre group is going to stick together and emerge?
Well, I think that question is kind of, I think, what is, for everybody here, probably going to dictate what this vote is. I don't necessarily think, per se, that you're going to have Athena versus Ogre that simple, but I think you are doing this vote based on who do you need with you when the merge comes. So is it going to be Athena v. Ogre? Maybe not, but is there a good chance there's somebody sitting on one of these logs that's going to be influential to your game and super valuable to your game? I think the answer is yes.
Well said. So let's see where the chips will fall and see, according to you guys, who's not making merge. Ryan, you're up.
Shifting vote topic. Who do you want to give a disadvantage?
I am so sorry.
Okay, shifting vote topic. What are we doing today? Who do you want to give a disadvantage? They have to be on this tribe, right? Nobody.
I don't really want to, but it sounds like it's either me or him tonight, depending on who's being told the truth, who's being lied to. So I hate it, but it's just part of the game.
Sorry, it's come down to this. Love you truly, brother. Sorry, it came down to it.
All right, I'll go count the votes. Before either votes are read, if you would like to play an advantage or an idol, right now is the only time you get to do so before either vote is read. Nothing. All right, so with that, I will now read the votes for the disadvantage. First vote, Gabe. Ryan. It's one vote Gabe, one vote Ryan. Taylor. Nate. That's one vote Gabe, one vote Ryan, one vote Taylor, one vote Nate. Kirk. That's one vote Kirk.
Knew it.
One vote Taylor, one vote Gabe, one vote Nate, one vote Ryan, one vote left. And the player receiving the disadvantage is Nate. Your disadvantage is the ninja.
Pretty.
Got a Mardi Gras remake update, which means you have an automatic vote against you. However, the ninja can be moved at the cost of 2 fire tokens. Would anybody like to move the ninja?
Who y'all wanted to go to on the other tribe?
Oh, you want to send it to the other?
Yeah.
We can send it to the other tribe?
No.
Not right now. Can we do it later?
Okay.
Yeah. Can only be moved
I just
amongst
want to send it
people.
to someone else, okay?
Can only be moved at Tribal Council with the people that are at Tribal Council.
I got another idea.
Okay.
Can it go to someone going out?
You can move it on anyone right here that's sitting down. And if that person gets voted out, then before they leave, they get to put it on somebody. Are we moving it? Just talking about moving it. All right. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the Tribal Council area immediately. You will be retired.
I'll read the votes. First vote, Nate. That's 2 votes, Nate. Briar, 2 votes, Nate, 1 vote, Briar. Briar, we have a tie. 2 votes, Nate, 2 votes, Briar. Briar, that's 3 votes, Briar, 2 votes, Nate. 5th person voted out of Battle of the Best, Briar. Time to bring me your torch.
May I hug him?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Briar, it gives me no privilege to say this, but your journey has come to an end. Get out of here. Would anyone like to loot the body for 3 fire tokens?
I haven't told anyone this, but I'm gonna loot the body, and I'm going to take all that stuff from him. I feel awful. I feel dirty because I was the first person to throw out Briar's name.
Anyone else can get in on this. If multiple people do, we will draw rocks.
No, don't waste our tokens.
I threw it out to Ryan, then I threw it out to Gabe, and it spread from there.
Whatever Briar had on him, I will give to you privately.
Okay, thanks. And now I'm taking his stuff from him, but it's what I gotta do to go into this merge.
All right, guys. I know that you're expecting some sort of merge, and I hate to let you down. You know how this morning we told you there was a coyote and stuff?
Yeah.
I think they said there was another issue with it, so we might have to relocate you guys.
Can we just sleep in the bunk beds?
We might have to do that. So
Yeah.
y'all just sit tight real quick.
So Briar, how does it feel being voted out?
It feels kind of relieving, actually. I don't have to lie or try to manipulate people in this game anymore.
Like, we're all close, like every single one of us, but Briar's the most that I've heard about, like, switching up his vote.
It just made me realize, like, how much playing this game is, like, hurtful to me as a person. But like I said, I've loved building the relationships in these games, and I wish everybody that remains in this game the best of luck.
Can you just talk about like your Survivor Durant experience as a whole, you know, since you joined and how it's evolved to now?
I played in the very first season. It was nothing but a game. Chesson wanted to play with us in the group of the house that we lived together. And since then, I've seen it grow into this amazing thing that's spanned. Even now, we have people coming from outside the country to come play this game. I think that's amazing growth. I'm very thankful, and I appreciate all of Chesson's hard work that he's put to do it. I wish everyone the best. I love you all. Good luck.
Gabe started, so we'll go clockwise.
Which way is clockwise?